Previously on Youth of Dublin.
Hello everyone, I have some really exciting news. There is a new addition to the family.
She's a vicious little bitch. She is.
This is Roxy. She is a Jack Russell 9-week-old puppy.
Basically just met Nico, okay? Yeah. And he'll tell me about like him having sex, but he won't tell me about like how he felt with the results. I'll like talk about how I felt about the results, and then he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I had sex with this guy," and I'm like, "Jack, where the place?"
I cannot believe he's screaming at the top of his lungs in a tiny restaurant that I had sex with some guy. Not once, but twice, and everyone is now looking at us. Are you joking?
Oh my god! When Jack started screaming that Nico had sex with some guy.
Jack, no, he's gonna scream at the top of his lungs Nico was having sex. He's gonna scream at the top of his lungs in a restaurant.
And like, the place was tiny, they could all hear us.
And some of them were looking.
Yeah.
Do you know, like...
I wasn't facing them at all. Like, I feel like if I was facing them, I'd be like...
Yeah, and I was here so I could see everything.
Everyone.
I was like, oh my god.
So, like, I get to just wing it. And it's Aiycham and Alex and Nico are sitting there. Okay? So, like, obviously this wasn't intended to be a good thing for me. This is like Nico, he like brought his whole squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He like brought everyone who would like totally take his side. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So because I'm not a two-faced bitch, I'm like, okay, let's ring Chloe and update her so that she can update Eoin. So I'm going through and being like, I have to tell Chloe about just winging. I have to tell her about all of the stuff that's happened. And to just update her so that she's not in the dark. Because, I mean, Nico's going to update everyone else, but since he has a personal vendetta against Chloe, he's not going to update her on anything. Because you can go and say all you want, Nico. You can go and say that you're updating everybody equally. But you're not going to update someone if it's going to hurt you.
It was like Nico and Aiycham were going after me, and we were having chicken wings, and it took both him and Aiycham to go after me.
Is that off Wikipedia or something? Yeah. Is it like you spent half a minute getting to know us?
It's like that you psychologist or something.
Aiycham was like, so I was not having beef with you, but then apparently you said some stuff about me, and I was like, I'm sorry, Aiycham, you've said before that like we're all aware that you lie consistently, okay?
Everyone says like he can't lie a bit.
If you were meeting them, I think you'd be a little bit more vocal about it and actually tell us. Like, this already happened when you came over the other day. Never said a word.
I don't think Aiycham is really that busy. I don't think everything that he says is true.
He was like, he came after me and he was like, apparently Jack was like saying he'd come to terms with the fact that I lie all the time. I don't lie all the time. I'm like, Aiycham, for sake, are you really keeping that up? Like, really? Like, come on. Like, Jesus Christ. You know, like when you catch someone in a lie so many times that you're just like, are you really going still with that? Is that still your plan? Yeah. And he was like, he said he was fine with me, but then he was going on about how I lie and stuff, and I'm like, it's not like everyone's fucking shocked, Aiycham. No one's shocked. No one is like, oh, isn't it so weird Aiycham lied today? Sure, when you met Aiycham, he was lying as well. I mean,
yeah.
How many times has it even come up, like?
I know,
The
yeah.
fact that Aiycham is like a liar.
The whole thing last time with him, like between me, him and Eoin was just like, he's just such a bullshit.
Aiycham is out of line about what he said about me and Eoin. I mean, he doesn't know Eoin, he doesn't know our relationship at all.
I thought Aiycham was completely out of place saying what he did.
Not surprised at all. Like, not only is he a bullshit, he like tries to go out of his way to make other people seem like
they're the one bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's okay for him to be like, oh, this is all bullshit or whatever. Okay? But like when you get called out on your he doesn't. He acts like he's not. He's like, oh yeah. Then he'll just go back to acting like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
No, it was
They spent their whole plan for coming after me was a very simple approach of you're acting like you know us, but you don't because you haven't noticed that long.
Yeah, they
he hasn't even talked. Like, I've talked to Nicholas for more than 3 years now.
They know each other. They know of each other.
They know of each other. Like, these are acquaintances at this point.
When Jack was telling me about just winning it, I thought like, wow, how can people just like gang up on him like that in a public place?
I was like, okay, if anything I've said has been wrong, okay,
Yeah.
tell me,
Yeah.
okay? If anything I've said has been wrong, tell me. And they can't.
Chloe, I think, is changing her mind about Nico. They're less friends now. They're kind of changing. I mean, Chloe is a really straightforward person, and she's not like super perceptive to lies, but you know, I think she's realized now that maybe Nico's just not worth her time.
Okay? So I'm like, okay, fine, if I was getting stuff wrong, fair enough. But when everything I say is like near enough on the ball, and they're just like, who do you think you are? I'm like, I think I'm a person who's getting all of this shit right for some reason because you're really easy to read.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Exactly. No, you're just like, you're very observant and like, obviously you're gonna pick up things about people.
But it's more about self-esteem than anything else. I feel like it's literally just that, like, he doesn't have the self-esteem to be proud of his own. Me and Nico are like similar in a lot of ways, but anytime, like, Nico does a ton of things that no one else in the group complains about, but when I do them, even though Nico also does them, he'll complain when I do them.
It just annoyed me. I got pissed off.
I don't blame you, like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Did anything else happen while I wasn't around?
Anything else, I'm not sure. I don't Anytime I talk to Nico, I'm like, anything going on? He's like, oh yeah, loads is going on, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I think there's a lot of tension in the group, especially aimed at Jack. I don't know, because he's new, but he also says stuff out of line. But everyone else, aside from Jack being there, is really friendly towards each other.
I feel like with me, Nico has like explicitly met someone that he feels like he's not in full control of. And I'm like, why do you think that, like, why does he think that for some reason he has to win every time and he has to be like the most in control of every person, and that when someone comes in who's a little bit more in control than him, he freaks the out.
And the only person in this group that is even vaguely hypocritical is him.
Who made you the judge of the jury, though?
I don't know. I think a lot of people are like that, though. A lot of people need their control.
I think Nico has kind of a leadership personality, so naturally he would feel more comfortable when he's in control. Yeah, I think Nico tries to be particularly the parent of the group. He doesn't try to like manipulate people or anything.
I don't think a lot of people freak out as much as Nico does when someone who also, like, I don't want control. I'm just like, I'm naturally like that. I'm always kind of at the center of friend groups.
Yeah.
And Nico's just not chill with that at all. I'm like if you're not chill with it, like, oh. But I mean, I'm okay with Nico. Like, Nico I'm fine with. I'm like, but Nico, I get it. I mean, I get Nico.
I get Nico. I understand what it's about. The one that really annoys me is Aiycham, and I'm like, is Aiycham just like, Aiycham knows that Nico's not right here. Like, Aiycham knows. He's just taking his side because Nico's his friend and I'm not.
So, Nico's lies are pushing people away. They're pushing some people away, and you know, lies always push people away in the end, don't they? They always push people away in the end. And you can see Eoin's being pushed away from the group because of the fights he had with Aiycham and because of these lies. And Chloe just isn't willing to put up with the lies anymore. It's just not worth it for her. Nico and Chloe, I can't see them being friends in 5 years.
Yeah, they're like Aiycham and Nico were like really good friends, so if you didn't take Nico's side, then there'd probably be trouble.
What he's done is very, very unusual. I want to even say that for Jack. Like, I don't understand, like,
But where does he get half of this from? And as well,
because my family have a banter all the time. Okay, that's your family, but we're not your family.
no,
That's the thing.
but where does he get the? Oh, I'm a manipulator and everything. So today, me and Aiycham are in McDonald's because we're actually in town because he has to buy some clothes for the pink party, and of course, I got roped into buying clothes too. Like, I'm sorry, but you know, this group, everyone is so stubborn and lazy. They barely.
Everyone. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Everyone is so stubborn and lazy. They barely do what they want to do, let alone what I tell them to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you joking? If I turn around to Agata or Alex and said, "Oh, do this," or "You should say that," they'd be like,
Off. Yeah.
I mean, it's something else.
He must have got it from one of the girls probably. Like Amy or something. Like he must have had a chat with Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
Amy.
I don't know.
Alex didn't say anything.
The two weren't there, so. The two?
What do you mean weren't there?
Well,
Oh, in Nando's.
Well, have they met you? The two? Yeah. Have they? Oh yeah, at the blonde party.
And then in Dunleary.
Yeah, that's right.
And when we were walking back from the pier or something in Dunleary, Jack and Chloe were in a very deep conversation.
Hello?
I don't know, I couldn't hear them. After the whole blow up in Dunleary, should we say, actually, let me rephrase that. After I got accosted in Dunleary, when we were walking back from the pier, I could hear, it was basically Eoin over there, me by myself, and Chloe and Jack, or should I say Chloe and her new minion, in a little conversation, and I heard my name. Now, I'm not stupid, you're not going to be there like, oh, Nico's such a great person after everything. Come on.
Does Eoin then feel intimidated, Jack?
You're talking to his girlfriend?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Eoin was completely silent. I was like by myself walking, and then there's those two over there talking to each other.
Just talk about the universe and whatnot.
Honestly, I did hear my name, but I didn't hear, like, you know, the crux of the conversation.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did hear my name, so I don't know, maybe Chloe said something at this stage, wouldn't surprise me. Remember he said in Just Wing It, he was like, oh, well, Chloe would agree or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Chloe, and she's totally agrees with me on this. So I'm like, what? Well,
Chloe's just two-faced in general, so that doesn't surprise me, so.
Yeah. Chloe probably most definitely said something.
On her probably. Yeah. Then again,
because she can't be two-faced.
But then again, I like.
Because do you remember last year? The whole Starbucks thing, and she threw me under the bus trying to say that I told
you told me to stand there.
And she never said that to me.
What she said was, oh, you know the part where I met her at the escalators going down?
Yeah.
Right. She goes, oh, okay, because I thought Nico had told you, like, to stand us up or whatever. And I was like, what?
And he also told me that you said that I told him to stand you up.
No, I was like, did Nico tell you to stand us up? And he was just like, no.
But why would I do that?
No, I don't know.
She never said that to you. No. Well, you're the one who called her, right?
That's because you told me.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, not only did she do it, like, it's not even throwing me under the bus, because I never actually even said to Aiycham, stand them up. It's metaphorically throwing me under the bus because she thinks I would do that. And the whole thing is that it's not, oh, she thinks I said that, and she's like, oh, I don't know why you would have said it. She actually is thinking I'm that type of person, which is going along with Jack's whole issue that I'm a manipulator, puppet master, and that is why I think Chloe is actually in the centre of this little feud.
Yeah.
But remember, she called me like, oh my god, Aiycham stood us up. And then she's like, oh, did Nico tell you to do this?
Yeah.
So maybe this is just another example of her being two-faced. Maybe do you know what? Maybe she has some underlying feelings about me.
You think so?
Well, she might, now that I'm actually kind of like looking back. Maybe she might have some underlying feelings that she's just never said to me, because she tried that.
I'm not trying to be mean, but that's a bit like out there, kind of, you know?
Oh. I meant underlying negative feelings, as if maybe she like actually doesn't like me, but just has never said it.
Oh, be more clear. I thought you meant underlying feelings as the love kind of thing.
Okay, people, let's get something clear. I meant negative underlying feelings. Not everything has to be like Chloe and Eoin's relationship or is going down the drain. Like, seriously, they're fine. They're interested in each other and no one else. I meant negative feelings. No,
I completely was on a different track there. That's why I said that she probably wouldn't say anything because she just wanted her own scenes. That's why I said that.
Yeah, I was like, what are they talking about? No, underlying negative feelings.
Yeah.
Because, like, she tried to make me out to be like, oh, I'm going to tell Aiycham to stand us up. And now I don't know what she said, but obviously she must have said something to Jack.
Maybe that's the reason why Jack keeps coming after you, you know?
Maybe I'm not the puppet master. Maybe Chloe's the puppet master, getting Jack to do her dirty work for her.
Like, it seems like Nicholas's idea was, anyways, that she's feeding Jack all the information about us, and then she's not showing up herself, but Jack's showing up with this information, thinking he can take us on, pretty much, while Chloe doesn't have to do any dirty work and fight her own battles herself, simply because she slightly knows what I'm like, and then her and Nicholas been friends a long time, so I'm pretty sure she knows what Nicholas is like. So
actually, now thinking of it actually makes a lot of sense.
But now
to
you're
me.
saying that to me is like puppety masterish kind of.
You know, it's so funny because it's like Aiycham will agree, and then it's like he gets to a stage where he's like, oh, do I look like I'm being manipulated? Let me just kind of say something to kind of, you know, throw the scent off in case anyone's thinking that. I mean, Aiycham, come on, you know I'm not trying to act as if you're my puppet. Come on, Aiycham, you know that I'm not trying to be a puppet master. Do as I say. Seriously.
You're kind of like, yeah, that makes sense, but like, you know, I can't really put an input on it because I haven't really done it.
How's that me being a puppet master?
Like, you get me to agree with you, like, you know,
No, I didn't say, oh, you agree.
Yeah, I know, but like the way I was going on, like, was looking like I agree with you, kind of way. Oh, look, I've got Aiycham underneath my belt now. Like, you know, now next time it's like owners.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me call him. No, but like to me, it does make a lot of sense now looking back at it. Now that's just kind of clicked. That's like, oh, maybe Chloe's actually the person stirring it.
Yeah.
But no one is realizing that. You know, she's kind of there, like whispering in Jack's ear, and then Jack does it all.
Snake spreading lines, yeah.
Yeah, and no, her fingerprints aren't anywhere to be seen.
No.
She's the one whispering in Jack's ear, saying all this about me and getting him all hyped up, and we're there wondering where Jack has gotten all this from. Probably Chloe. You know, if I'm perfectly honest, at this stage I'm starting to think that Jack is just a pawn in Chloe's game. I think that perhaps that Chloe has always felt this way about me, and that she saw Jack having a little bit of an issue with me, and her eyes lit up and she ran over to Jack's side and was like, yes, I agree with you. But she knows that Jack will actually say it to me, and she doesn't have to. So that is a perfect way for her to try and get at me without her getting her fingerprints shown. The whole thing is, I don't hold grudges. Well, he's complaining that I don't open up to him, but the more he comes after me, the longer it's going to take for me to open up to him.
Yeah. Like, you met up with him after you got off the plane. Like you said, you ran.
I spent the whole day traveling
on a plane, got off the plane, ran to
literally
to try to get to pretty much just in time make the bus to go meet up with him at a coffee store. Like, I'm pretty sure you'd rather go home and just sleep, just sprawl out in your bed and just die. Like, no, well, not die, but like, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. Oh, hell no. The muscles on that.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. It's alright.
Oh yeah.
What?
Next time on YouTube Dublin.
So today is the day, everybody. Finally, it is the pink party. I'm so excited. We're all dressed in pink, purple, and the decorations are up. There's pink food. It's fabulous. It's pinktacular.
What are you doing a job for?
That's what I'm like. I'm like, he said the picture of his room.
What are you doing?
Okay, what the fuck?
It took Nico and Aiycham to balance
the pair of us.
It took the pair of them.
No, I'm just saying.
So I'm like, so I say offhandedly that it took Nico and Aiycham to match me because it did.
It's funny how it took Nicholas and Aiycham to match me, which I think sent Nicholas a little over the edge. So Nicholas kind of fired back.
But that day to swing it, I didn't hear an apology.
No, why would he apologise?
No, not to you, not to you.
No,
who else was he arguing with that day?
No, but why would he apologise? A decent person would do that. Why would Jack do it? You know, Aiycham, poor thing. I mean, seriously, why would you ever think Jack is going to apologise?
Be like, oh, I'm gonna have a fight with Jack because we had some shit, so I'm gonna bring my whole
who's started on him.